Hello everyone, and thank you for signing up to test our new Add Rebar component for Rhino.Inside.Revit. This component is not yet part of the official Rhino Inside build, which is why we are providing it as a standalone plugin. Still, it works seamlessly within the Rhino Inside environment. You will find all the necessary files linked in the description. To install the plugin, start by navigating to your Grasshopper special folders. Then open the Components folder. From there, return to the Grasshopper root folder and create a new folder named Libraries Inside Revit 2025. Please make sure you spell the folder name exactly as shown. Then place the plugin files into this folder. This step is essential for the plugin to load correctly. Once installed, open Grasshopper. You will see a new tab called Revit Rebar. Under this tab, you will find the Add Rebar freeform component. At this stage, it's the only Rebar related component we have released, but more tools are on the way. We are actively developing additional components to support advanced Rebar modeling workflows. The component itself is simple to use. It takes three inputs: a host element, a rebar curve, and a rebar type. Based on these, it creates native freeform rebar directly inside Revit. One of the key advantages of this component is that it inherits Rhino Inside's smart behavior, including intelligent input handling and element tracking. That means you can change rebar types or update geometry without duplicating elements or losing their IDs. Because the component is built on Revit's freeform rebar method, the curves don't have to follow strict constraints. You can place them freely, and the component will still generate valid rebar. Right now, defining bar layouts is not yet supported, but we are already working on that for a future update. Let's now walk through a quick example to see it in action. We have prepared a simple model with a column and a pad foundation. Rebar curves for both elements have already been drawn in Rhino. We will begin by placing the vertical bars inside the column. We start by connecting the host, in this case the column, along with its rebar curves. As soon as we do, the bars appear directly in Revit. The component automatically assigns a default rebar type, but if you want to change it, just expose the type input and select a different type. The bars will update live without duplication and without changing their element ID. You can also adjust the number of bars. The changes apply instantly and update the geometry without breaking the workflow. Next, we add the corner bars using the same method. Now let's take a look at the stirrups. In this case, we want a continuous rectangular stirrup. To achieve that, we need to provide a closed polyline. If the input is not a polyline, the component creates four separate straight bars arranged in a rectangle. As you can see, when we use a closed polyline, we get a proper stirrup. But if we explode that polyline into individual segments, the component generates four separate bars instead. Now let's switch to the pad foundation. Here we want to model straight bars with end hooks. One option is to use a single straight line and assign end hooks manually. But what if we want more control over the hook length or bar shape? To do that, we have created three segments: vertical, horizontal, and vertical again. If we pass them as separate curves, the component creates three individual bars. But if we join those segments into one continuous polyline, the component creates a clean bent bar with proper geometry. So if your reinforcement includes a chain of connected segments, make sure to join them in the correct order before passing them into the component. And just a reminder, don't use arcs to represent bends. This component expects only straight segments. Revit will calculate the bends automatically. You can also change bar dimensions and the component will adapt to those changes without breaking the rebar element. If you want to modify other properties like hook types or orientations, you can use the inspect element component to find the parameter and then modify it using the element parameter component. In future updates, we plan to bring these features directly into the add rebar component itself, along with support for bar layouts and other advanced definitions. We encourage you to take some time and try this tool in your projects. If you run into any issues or have suggestions, we'd love to hear from you. It will help us improve this tool for the entire Rhino Inside Revit community. Thank you again for being part of this, and we look forward to seeing how you use the tool in your projects.